Okay. Okay, I'm just waiting on somebody to show up in the chat. I have my co-host here, Aja. She's gonna be co-hosting with me. Okay. Hello, girl. You gonna talk to the chat today? Hmm. Okay. Anyways, hello to everybody. Hey Aries, how you doing? Hello, Chris. Thanks for moderating. Love you too. Hey, Earth Color Portal. Hello, Solo for now. Hey, okay. Okay, somebody's blowing me up right now. Hello, Chastain. Hey, Jet Leopard. Hey, Shanice. Hey, Tank. Hey, Epiphanies. Did I get to everybody? Hey, Allie Di. Hey, Stephanie. Hello, Simply Keela. Y'all, I just got to tell y'all, I'm just going to be breaking the news down. Like I said, I do try to do as much research as I possibly can. A lot of people may feel like as if though I just hurl things out without, having any prior knowledge, like I say, or investigation of what I talk about. Know that I am an oracle, okay? I am an oracle. So, oracles, we get all of our information from source, okay? I get my source information. And once I get my source information, I go and use certain keywords. Thank you, baby. To go on the internet to look for different I guess news clippings, blogs, vlogs of what I'm talking about. And lately I've been getting a lot of source information, okay? And I am so excited and I want to talk about it. I have to just ramble around a little bit and be random in the beginning, talk about what's going on in as far as source information and stuff like that. And then, we'll go on into what the topic of the video is all about, okay? So bear with me. Hey Melissa, hey DeAsia, hey Yolanda. How you doing? Hey, Daphion. Hello, Atamara. Where you been? Hey, the woke master. And I like that. The woke master. We got to stay woke. Okay. We have to keep our eyes closed. I'm telling you the truth. We can't even bat our eyes. Okay. Because it's unfolding right before us. Okay. They can't hide anything from us anymore. Okay. It's all in plain sight. Chris says, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, thank y'all. Could y'all please hit the like button? Thank you so much, Chris, for moderating. We got to get these numbers up because they're trying to bury these channels. I'm not saying, hey, I'm being the only one, picked out. They're picking on me. No, this is a situation that's going on now where the corporations are coming in like madmen because they want to stay alive. Very few people are interested now in CBS, Fox News. No one cares about Bravo as much as they do what? YouTube. So YouTube is going to dominate all of these different networks. Okay. They know it. So what they got to do to save themselves, especially Oprah and Oxygen. Oh, she gets so much help from YouTube. They just do the extra for her and other corporations. Because they don't want the masses. You know what I'm saying? To finally take over what is theirs. Okay. The revolution is happening right now, and so I mean, look, y'all better come on in and get what you got to get. What do I mean about that? We cannot be sitting out here relying on these jobs, you know what I'm saying? Sweeping and cleaning up for this particular building and that building and cooking for this particular restaurant or the power's in our hand. You can do that independently, and they know it. They know that they won't be able to slave on your backs for too much longer. And it's crazy because it lets you know that whoever the God is, the God of the masses is now taking its throne. You know it is, because don't you know the corporations would do just about anything they possibly can to stop places like Airbnb, which is still a corporation, but it's a corporation that's trying to give you understand, the control over how much money you want to make and how you want to make it and when you want to make it. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyways, it's your time now, because the God is on the throne at this point. Okay. So, if you watching this video, could you please give me a minute? You blowing me up. I don't know if you're watching me now or not, but give me a minute. Let me do this video, okay? You got your Uber, you got your Lyft, quit your corporations. Don't get me wrong, but you have the power to decide for your own self what time you want to work, and whatever else I'm talking about. So, what am I getting at? We're gonna have to find a way to make our money other than making our money through the corpse. Why? Because they soon will be corpse. What a corpse are dead bodies. That's what's getting ready to happen. So you're gonna hear a lot about this store is closing now. All your malls are gonna close because they're not gonna be able to compete with all of these different places like Amazon and eBay. And let's talk. People are shopping at home. Like oh, y'all know what's coming up soon. Black Friday's coming up soon, okay? You see how people storm rushing, breaking down doors to get in. A lot of that's going to stop. It's going to all happen on your phones, because those places are going to soon, start plummeting. They'll soon be out of business. So get prepared for like crashes, on your phones and stuff, because that same bombardment that they're doing physically with these stores, they're going to start doing it right now with, you know what I'm saying, the internet. So, now I've warned you all. I've already seen the catastrophe. A lot of people say, not a lot of people. I've had a few people say, "Oh, it's negative, it's negative, negative." No, it's not. It's called preparation. It's called preparation and planning. You all need to know this. Okay, so for people who do have jobs and stuff, go ahead on and start getting a plan together. I'm not saying, hey, just abruptly quit your job. You got to work, get your money, and come up with a plan. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as you're working, you're putting, thank you, baby. As you're working, you're putting cash back. You're gonna put cash back here for whatever plan you have come up with to you know what I'm saying, to make your living. You know. To make your living. So all of this is not negative. This is just saying, hey, look, I'm just giving you a heads up, to go ahead on and be coming up with something. You know what I'm saying? We now I'm gonna get a little bit more interactive with you. I just been like the temple situation. Let me tell you, because I was gonna put let me tell I'm random now, so I'm gonna switch gears. It's been crazy at that temple over there. I had did a video, but I never uploaded it. I wanted you all to see what this man had done to the temple. I have the second guy that I hired out to paint. I wanted you all to see the mess he created. I just wanted y'all to see it. This man started out beautiful in the living room and dining room. It was just like, oh man, this is cool. I tell you what, after this, I'm going to upload it to the next channel. I'm going to let y'all see the mess he made. He did living room, dining room, great. Then he did another room, and then you never let people know what kind of problems you got, because once they figure out that somebody's doing something to you, they are going to do you the same way. Let me tell you. Try to do something comparable. Let me tell you. So I had this guy. who a young man, 23 years old, that said he was gonna keep an eye on everything for me, that lived in this apartment behind the house and everything. He was cool, talking about how he was gonna fix this, fix that, and everything. Good game. And I was like, oh, okay. He asked me, could he park in the back of the temple? I said, yes, you can. You know what I'm saying? So he parked in the back of the temple, took me to get something to drink a couple of times, water, ice water, what have you. I thought it was cool. And then so I felt so comfortable with him talking about what he was gonna do. So he said he was gonna clean the backyard. I think I may have told you all this. I'm gonna go ahead and call his name. His name is Brody. He got so many fucking names until I should have checked his driver's license. So many baby mamas and all of this all over the place. Everybody is his mama. I'm his mama. He brought four other mamas over there. He brought a daddy over there that's a stepdaddy, but he told me his mama and daddy is dead. I don't believe any of it. He said he's from Ohio. I do not believe anything he says because he's blatantly lied in my face. Okay, so I'm over here in the backyard. He was talking about how he was gonna clean my yard up, get the leaves up, and clip this, clip that, and all that. And I felt so comfortable, after he told me his sad story about his heart. It was not pumping enough blood to get here, get there. He had heart conditions since he was a baby, and his mama was a crack addict and left him. And I mean, just all these games, you know what I'm saying? And mama gonna have to be on top of it, okay? I ain't finna let nobody get to me. You know what I'm saying? To my mama sensitivity. Thank you, baby. I know that's confirmation. But anyway, so I said, okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead on and shoot you some cash through your PayPal. Go ahead on and clean up. Let me go. I got to head back home. Went on back home, which is an hour away, and everything and stuff like that. And so the next day I came. I was on my way to the temple, and I was just so excited. I was like, I cannot wait to see it. I know it's going to be beautiful. Honey went there. He had some stuff piled up on the back of the man's pickup truck because the man told me we could use his pickup truck to put stuff on there and everything. But I really didn't see any progress. They were sweating and huffing and puffing and just everything. But I see the truck loaded up with little sticks, limbs, and some leaves and stuff. But the backyard was still a mess. He didn't do nothing he said he was going to do. Kept texting me about all the things he going to do next. Never done nothing. So I was like, okay. In the back of my mind, I'm like, you're not gonna do anything for the temple. I am done with you. I ain't giving you no more money. And so he got to talking about the kind of car you drive, and where they wondering. He would say they. You know what I'm saying? Which was just him. They wondering how you drive a nice truck like that. Mind you, y'all, my truck will be 12 years old. It's an old car, okay? It is an old truck. And it just, they wondering where you get all this money from to do this work on your house and all of this and all of that. And that's why, they looking at you, neighbors looking at you strange and calling the fire department. They called the fire department on me one time because we had some smoke going up in there. Hell, I could have been barbecuing. When they got there, wasn't no flames or no fire or nothing like that. It was just like whatever. Okay, so but anyways, and the whole time I should have been paying some attention to him while he was talking about he was going, I'm gonna keep an eye on your house and this, that, and everything. Now I'm like, dude, please, after what he did. Okay, so anyways, he had taken it upon himself to I got this storm shelter down here to start storing his lawnmower and weed eater and all of this without my permission. And Mr. Wood was like, whose stuff is this? And he said, oh, that's Brody's stuff or whatever. Okay. So I'm not thinking. I'm like, well, it was just down there. We weren't thinking about it. And my crew was coming and doing work and stuff. And just like they always do, or what have you. Every last one of them seemed like they got their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a business. So I get a call like this. Hey, mama. Well, hey. Everything okay over there? Because every time he call, I'm thinking something done happened over there to the town. I was just calling to tell you that somebody broke in the cellar and stole my brother's lawnmower and weed eater. I was like, what? Are you serious? Well, you know what? I'm like in my. We just went on, and finally I said, I know what it is. He wants me to pay for it. Yeah, my brother paid $50 for the lawnmower and 50 for the weed eater, and we got it from the pawn shop. I said, okay then. Well, I'm gonna go ahead on and shoot you $100, and don't you put nothing ever again down there in that cellar down there. Don't you put nothing else down there, okay? Shot him the money. Get a call back again. I told Mr. Woody, you need to call him. Mr. Woody called him and everything. And I get a call again from him and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, my brother told me that the weed eater cost him $200 and the mower cost him $400. And I said, look, let me tell you something. I really do not care what y'all pay for it. I'm not giving you anything else, not another dime. Do you hear me? You're not getting anything else because I never told you. You can put your stuff down there. You do it at your own risk. Oh, you did? You told me that I could keep my stuff down there and everything. I said, look, I never told you that. And you know you are a compulsive liar. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustler from up there in Ohio. I said, you're not getting any more money. You did what you did at your own risk. Well, your men stole my mower from my brother and he's angry with me and they stole my weed eater and whatever. I said, look, let me tell you something. If I got you down there watching my house, how am I going to watch your weed eater and your mower? Okay. And I'm an hour away. You know what I'm saying? So finally, when he saw he couldn't hustle no more money up out of me, the conversation was over. Mr. Woody got mad and told him, said, look, let me tell you something. Don't you ever step grounds on this backyard no more. Cause see, it's got a playground in the back there too. And he's talking about how, well, I knew we played basketball back there and we let my baby swing on the back of there. He said, look, let me tell you something. And I was wanting to continue to park there. Willie said, if you put anything else back there, we're gonna have it hauled off, okay? At your expense. So do not go back in the yard anymore. So we got to fence it off. So anyway, cause see the next thing he gonna say he twist his ankle, and then I'm gonna have to pay for that, and his baby fell off the swing. So y'all have to be careful with people being on your property, because in the state of Alabama, if somebody hurt themselves on your property, literally you have to pay for it. So you got to have good homeowners insurance and stuff, so people can sue your homeowners insurance because they're trespassing in your house and they make a mistake and break their leg. You have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? If he goes in the house and breaks his leg, okay, and they say you are permanently disabled, I will lose the temple. This is just how deep this is, and this is a person that no game. So anyway, so I go and tell the painter, I said, look, first of all, you were accused of stealing a cheap weed eater and more and everything. And he thought it was hilarious and funny because this is a man who's about 55 years old, and I don't think he really want that. He said more than likely whoever seen him pull the mower and the weed eater out, who knows where it is, they're the ones who got it, because we don't know what's in your cellar. You know what I'm saying? Because he stand to gain more money working with me than to take off with a piece of ass cheap mower and a weed eater that come from the pawn shop. So, anyways, I know it was game. Brody was running game on me. So I tell the man, I said, look, so anyways, I said I shot, what I shouldn't have told Mr. Man was that I shot him $100. Because at that point then, he knew that he can get over. Don't tell people your business, y'all. So I said, sir, I need you to go ahead on and fence this off. And the man next door to me told me, he said, look, he said, if you help brick one side of my stuff, we can go half and half on it, because he got a beautiful brick fence going all the way around his backyard and stuff. And I know mama ain't finna be having no money coming up like that. But now, cause that sounds like that's a lot of money. It is? Okay, well then I won't mess with that. So I'm just gonna get the old raggedy wooden fence, y'all. But guess what he did? His work all of a sudden turned sloppy. He got paint all over the floors, y'all. It looked like a 2-year-old went in there and started playing game. Dude, look, that's what he did. When he patched the walls, he didn't sand it. He just went and painted over the stuff. Mr. Willie went in there and had a fit. He said, you ain't get a dime here. You gonna sand these walls down. You gonna get all this damn paint up off my damn floor. Y'all, I told y'all the man was sitting there crying. He waited, Mr. Willie left and started crying to me. Like, he thought I didn't hear him, but I could hear him crying on the phone. It's sad. And then his son in there helping him out. And he's sitting there crying. Son's got more strength and more leverage than his own dad do. I started to say this to the son, but I figured out what it is. He admitted that his son, he can't blame that shit on his son. I don't even believe, because I seen his son work. His son do antebellum homes out there in Mobile, Alabama. Y'all need to visit Mobile. Mobile is a very cool place. Beautiful antebellum home right by the ocean. It's just gorgeous down there. So I wish I can get me one down there too, but this is too much for me right here now. So let me tell you what this motherfucker did. He said he fell off the ladder and waste a big old canker. I ain't gonna lie to you, the ceilings are very high. He fell off the ladder and wasted a $35 enamel white paint on the floor. $35. I have so far bought 6 of them. One can wasted all over the floor. Instead of him immediately getting it up, this is what he did. He put some cardboard on top of it. Now, on my tile, my stone tile. So I guess this call, little did he know that I was down there at the time, and he didn't know, he thought I was at home. He said, can I get such and such, which is just about all his money called. He says lights was getting cut off. And I told y'all about that, the phone getting cut off, everything getting cut off. I said, oh, okay then. That's what you want. Okay, well, I tell you what, you call Mr. Willie, okay? He's handling the money. You call him, okay? And he wouldn't call. And I said, Mr. Willie, did you get the phone call? Because I knew I wasn't going to give his ass a dime, because I was standing in there. The man wanted most of all his money. And did y'all hear what I said? Paint was all over the floor, okay? Everywhere, all on the hardwoods. Tile had a big bucket of enamel paint with cardboard stuck on top of it. He tried to blame it on his son. Do you hear me? Half the work wasn't even done. Mr. Witter said, we in here right now. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm so sorry, and all that shit like that. Mr. Witter said, man, if you don't get your ass down here right now and get this. And I was hollering too, because Mr. Willie knew he better holler, because I was going to be hollering at Mr. Willie. Get your ass down here now and get this shit up off my goddamn floor. We were hollering. That man had to come down there. We waited on his ass. And I sat down there and watched y'all. Y'all, I told y'all about this, didn't I? I sat down on. I see why masters enjoy slaves. You know what I'm saying? Getting down on their hands and knees. I had that motherfucker on his hands and knees. I said, you better, you get it up if you have to lick it up. Get that shit off my floor. I was so mad. Papa Legba was in me and stuff like that. And I was angry. Y'all hear me? It felt like hot peppers was all in my eyes, my tongue, all over my body. Y'all, I got the picture, so I can show. Some people probably don't believe me, think I'm just sitting out here making this up to have something to yell about. I'm going to put it online. I said, sir, if you don't get this off, I am going to report you to Angie's List. I'm going to give everything, because, I got a review. You always get somebody offline that you can post reviews and shit. I said, I'm going to post this. I've had a motherfucker to post some shit on me. You understand? So I'm going to post some shit on your ass. But I got motherfucking receipts and pictures of your shit. He knew then he was in trouble. Let me tell you what he did. Just a little bit before he did that, he changed his phone number. I called his number and it was disconnected. But he had to call me on his new number, because he knew he wouldn't have got paid. So his game did not work. How you gonna con a con? You cannot con a con. I know all the tricks of the con artist game. I am learning now. That little Brody dude got over on me. Don't get me wrong. He got over on me because the young folks really got the game. You understand? But I know the techniques with him now too. I told him I got cameras, stay off my property. Okay. If you do get on my property, I'm going to get you for trespass. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell the man you renting from what you're doing, because he already told you before in my face, do not park on her property anymore. Hello? Okay? So anyway, let's talk about what went down. So in other words, what I'm getting at is this: when Mr. Man figured out that our old Brody got away with it, he thought he was gonna get away with it too. See what I'm saying? So, anyways, everything is in order because I made him get everything off. Now he got to get the paint off the steps, and he's sitting out here talking about he gonna paint over some gray paint over steps. I said, Mr. Willie told me that. See, Mr. Willie don't know no better. He thinking put some gray paint on it. Yeah, that'll do it. No, it ain't gonna do it. He gonna get that damn paint off of the damn stairs. You ain't finna paint no gray paint over my hardwoods. Is y'all crazy? Somebody in law their mind. Cause y'all know Mr. Willie don't know nothing about decor and all of that stuff like that. Preserving a, you know, a Victor. Excuse me, y'all. We got out in the water and we got super wet. I went and I'm random, so I'm switching gears. Okay. So I had to let people know because a lot of y'all know my personality. A lot of people don't. It's just like you trying to pack a lot of information into a video, at once. Because I don't know when I'm gonna start back up my video again. I've missed 2 seances, 2 weekends in a row dealing with this project on this house. Okay. And I already blew $5,000. I ain't gonna say blew because it went to good use. Already the $5,000 just on paint. Just on paint, y'all. $5,000 just to paint the interior, not the exterior of this antebellum home, Victorian, whatever it is. That's not including the $2,500 that was spent on lighting and light fixtures and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Replacing switches and plumbing issues, stuff my son could help me with. I still got some major plumbing issues in the house. The back of the house leaks from the piping from there, and so that's got to be done before. And I ain't even got to the rooftop. So let's talk, girl. Let's talk. I was trying to switch gears and talk about something else, but I don't forget about that. It's just so much been going on in my life right now dealing with this issue. Kind of lagging behind. Somebody got to get a doll, and I'm just now getting ready to complete the get a doll. Hey baby, if I was to get 10 orders of get a dolls, there is absolutely no way possible for me to be able to create that amount of work. It took me about 3 weeks to make this Getty doll. It looks just like, it don't look exactly like Getty, but it looks like it really is very convincing of looking like a true voodoo doll. I mean, this voodoo doll by my bed, y'all, and I had some dreams. It revealed a lot of stuff. So when the client gets it, he definitely will be revealed a lot of stuff. And I know you watching. How you doing? I ain't gonna show your doll or let anybody know about your identity and everything. Maybe this conversation should be private about your doll, but we need to talk because this doll showed me some enemies. It really did. It showed me some enemies. Okay, so we can talk about this. So anyway, what I want to say is the temple is doing fine now. The guy did get the paint up. He just got to get the paint off the stairs. That house is just about complete with painting, except for the ceiling. Eventually, one day I'll have the ceilings painted, but no time soon. Okay. I don't want no paint on my floors. If I do get the ceilings painted, it's going to be one ceiling at a time. And I'm going to hire professional painters. This dude's supposed to be a professional painter, but I cannot tell. Don't get me wrong. His work is really beautiful. But you can have millions of dollars and people will treat you the way they want to treat you. Let's put it like this. The service that one person will get out of this person may be totally different than the service that you will get from this person. So people treat you according to how they feel about you or how you see what I'm saying? So if a person think less of you because they think, well, maybe, she's dreadlocked, she ain't got no money, we don't tell them where this money come from. Your work would look totally different from a person that they may see, oh, she looks like she's got money. She's got her hair straight. She's got a cool designer bag on. She has a cute shade. You know what I'm saying? She's built up just right. You know what I'm saying? And oh, it looks like a lot of people love her. The community cares about her. It's a lot of love coming for her. He may do a better job for her. Does that make sense? He look at me and Mr. Willie and probably see 2 sharecroppers, 2 field niggas I ain't got to do all of this for him, but we teaching him a lesson. I'm teaching you a lesson. I'm teaching you that my money, you understand, is just as valuable as the money that you get from anyone else. Okay. So I withheld anything from him. He was trying to pull a trick on me. You get half when you have done. We already paid the half. The remainder portion you will not get until my work is finished. You get to paint off my floor and you finish painting all of my walls. Okay? So this is his lesson. And if I don't teach him his lesson, then I will go on to run into a situation like this over and over and over again. Okay? So don't ever pay anybody until their work is done. You understand? Women, let men negotiate for you because a lot of men do not respect women and they think they can get over on us. Okay, so but anyway, so this doll is very powerful. It revealed always when you get your dolls, because I have charm dolls. If anybody want charm dolls, you know what I'm saying? They don't take as long to make as get a dolls. If you want a get a doll, is something serious. You gotta know what you're getting yourself into. If you say, I want a get a doll. This is the first get a doll I've ever done for anyone. It comes with a lot of gifts. So I got this doll. Now, if it was my personal doll, it would be in the bed with me. But this doll has someone else's DNA in it. So if you say, I need to get a doll, mama, which I know you're going to be fully committed because you're going to get a dolls are very, very expensive. $750 to $1,000 will get you a doll like Get A. And you'll send me all your items and stuff, and I'll pack it in the doll, and the doll will. A lot of folks gonna get mad with me, but it's the truth. I do sacrifices for each doll. Now, I'll go down to the chicken auction and I'll sacrifice a chicken, and I'm going to consume it. And I take some of the vital organs and the blood and give to each doll. That's just how I get down. A lot of folks don't get mad. But if you eat chicken wings and chicken thighs and chicken legs and all that, you can't get mad because somebody made a sacrifice as some chicken plant so you can eat what you eat. The difference is I do it myself, so don't get mad if I decide I want to go to chicken auction and have me some fresh chicken and some blood for my spirits. And guess what? I got to get ready to do one of the biggest feasts coming up for Halloween and November you have ever seen. So anyway, so check this out, y'all. So I had the doll right there. My doll would go in the bed with me. But this doll is someone else's doll, so I can't do it. So I put the doll, it's on a stool at the foot of the bed. 2 nights in a row, I got a chance to see some of my biggest enemies. And I ain't gonna tell y'all who they is. I'm just gonna give you an example. So I was just sleeping. And let me see which one I want to tell y'all about first. There was a person that I know in my waking hours, okay? That I mean when I'm in my physical waking hours, that was hiding in the bushes. It was like I knew the energy. I felt the energy and I knew the energy. I was at my old house in the dark on the porch, me and Mr. Willie, and it was dark, and we was talking to each other, and I could see my enemies in the bushes prowling and looking, and it didn't look like a human. I was not just all human. It was like it's shadows, but I knew the energy because I could feel it, and it was coming from, y'all, of course, the vampire. The vampire. It let me know the vampire still have me on its mind, and the vampire has actually gone to a spiritualist to do work on me. And the vampire is listening to the video, and maybe the spiritualist is listening to the video too. But what I do need to tell the spiritualist is you better make sure, okay? Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into because I'm skilled. And I say this with a lot of confidence. I'm very skilled, okay? Little girl, I'm very skilled. And I really can stand in a lot, very erect in this, because guess what? I ain't no spring chicken, okay? So don't let him get you into plenty of trouble, because I see you losing some family members, the ones close to you that you love. Hello? So I wanted to let you know that now, because guess what? It ain't me doing the work. It's him doing the work. He looking for sacrifices. So you may want to try to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get out of there while you can. Unless you one of them ones you done lost everything and you ain't got nothing else to lose. Okay? This man sacrificed 2 of my family members. Do you hear me? Everybody he go to, he come from the land of the dead now. He sacrificed family members. I should have been kind of like running from you. No, I don't need to run from you. I'm gonna stand up and face you like a man. Okay? Look, when you told me the last spiritual worker you worked with, you understand, lost their daughter, should have knew you was bad news. Y'all, spiritualists out there, do your divination. Do your divinations. Don't take just anybody because they got some money. Don't take anybody just because they got cash. You got to ask your spirit, should we be working with these individuals? Okay? I can't get back what I lost. So whoever you are out there, you better know who door you knocking on. Okay? So anyways, it showed me that. I ain't gonna tell you what all happened to the subjects that was in the video, because that's just my information. I need to know that. But I'm showing you that what this doll was showing me. It was showing me enemies, and it was showing me how to do work on them. So whoever the person who getting the doll, I ain't gonna say whoever, I just can't call their name. You got a pretty strong doll. Now look. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me take a swig of this water. Okay. So look. The next following night had another one. Another one. So let me tell you about this one right here. This is somebody I know. I call him Mr. Bojangles. Okay. This is Mr. Bojangles here. And all I can do is just tell you, I know this man. I know him very well. I got quite a few male enemies around him. Okay, I don't know what it is about me, and not all men, because there's some wonderful men out there. But Mama got quite a few male enemies out here. Okay, and they thinking they got problems with their mammies. That's what it is. All the men that fucks around with Mama, okay, got mammy issues. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now. If you a man, so I ain't got to be telling my chat there, because I know my males in my chat and everything, we cool. But if you listen to me and you done had some mammy issues, your mammy didn't treat you right, she all that right there, you ain't gonna like Mama, okay? You ain't gonna like me. But let me tell you something. This Mr. Bojangles, let me tell you what he did. He's a hustler. He's always trying to hustle Mama, y'all. Always trying to hustle me. This is a man in my everyday waking life. You understand what I'm saying? I have to get Mr. Wheeler on him. Let me tell you what he did. So, and I'm in the dream again. It's in the dark. So familiar. So familiar. Dog revealing me another enemy that's trying to do some motherfucking work. Come and tell you something. I can't tell y'all everything. I just know this man was trying to spin a web around me and make me feel like when I was walking in sand and shit, man. For 3 goddamn weeks, that motherfucker had me feeling like I was walking in sand. Dog revealed to me the motherfucker. So, excuse my language. I'm very foul acting at this point. Sometime I'm beyond the possessions. Give me a minute, okay? Don't give up on Mama. Look. I'm in the dreams, dark. And I can hear the door rattling. Look like an old door. And don't look like a modern door. It was an old door, just rattling. And I'm holding the door because I'm in the dark. And someone on the other side trying to get in. I'm like, get away from this door. before you meet trouble. Kept on rattling the door, rattling the door. I said, who is that on the other side? And I knew that old, so familiar voice. It was Mr. Bojangles. I'm going to have to go here and tell y'all who this is. This right here was my first painter. The first painter. The first painter was the guy who actually put the room on the back of the house. Okay? He put the room on the back of my house. He did most of the work on this house. And he came and he followed me and did the work on the temple. He was the one that, let me tell you what he do. When he do work here, he knows what I am. He knows I'm a witch. He's a Christian man. Okay? We've actually found out we were cousins. Okay? So, when he was working on the upstairs part of the house, he did not finish the window panes. Let me tell you how these jokers try to get over on you. He was bojangling around with me. Okay, him and Mr. Willie got in a heated argument, okay, which we since resolved. And he said he'll come back, he'll fix everything, whatever. And that's what made me go and find somebody else, because I said I can't have Mr. Willie and him, both of them two old men arguing with each other, okay? Okay, Bone! That's who it is. Y'all hear me talking about Bone. It was Bone. Okay, but so anyway, look. I can't call his real name, but his name is Bone. When Mr. Bone, because I almost called his name, was working upstairs, every time I went up there, I was tired when I got up there. And I was talking to my son. I said, I feel tired when I go up there, and I barely could get down the steps. And it got to the point I didn't even want to go up there because he was spinning a wheel up there. He would get there and turn on them gospel channels and stuff, and Christian channels, and be talking about, oh Lord, this, that, and the other, singing up in there, trying to fuck with me. That's what he was doing. Christian music and stuff like that. Got to the point when I go up there, I just felt so tired, drained, and sleepy. That shit went on for 3 goddamn weeks until it didn't go on that long, because he got through in about 3 days. But but I started feeling better once he got his equipment and got his stuff out. And that's when I decided I cannot allow this man in my temple. He's very invasive and he's not welcome there. So this is why I hired my new guy. Both of their works are just as good. The difference is the new guy I got now kind of lost a little respect for me when he found out I gave this guy $100 for a game. So you have to be careful, because people will lose respect. But his work is great. Mr. Man's work is great. Downstairs, he just got paint on my floor, and that's the part that really got me pissed off with him. But Mr. Bojangles, Bone, upstairs and stuff like that had me whoa. I felt like I was walking in sand. In sand, I was walking. I don't know if y'all ever felt, you ever walked in sand before and felt like you're just slowing down, you just could never get where you had to go, just putting out all this energy. But again, Bone had put some work on Mama. Okay, let's put it like that. That work was on Mama for 3 goddamn weeks. Now I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what you got to do to get somebody's work off of you. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But some of the symptoms is feeling like I was walking in sinking sand, feeling real hot sometimes. I know what y'all going to say, Mama, that's menopause. But no, this was not menopause, because I don't suffer with like heat flashes like that, because they have since gone away because I had to do my motherfucking work. Okay, and we're going to talk about that. For people who really want Mama to push a video on how to get these dark energies off of you, let me know. Other than that, I'm not going to hold this video up with that, because it's very in-depth what you need to do. So anyways, so the doll. And I don't want you to think I'm working your doll and use it for my benefits, because I know you watch my videos. It's just the fact I need to spend time with the doll so I can make sure your doll is not going to be something that's going to terrorize you when you get it. Because I think most people here in my chat room can attest that my dolls look scary. Okay, I don't have that. You will never find a doll like Getty anywhere off the internet. He is the black Chucky. Okay, the black voodoo doll Chucky. And you're never gonna find one like mine, okay? So I need to spend times with these dolls, make sure they straight. So this doll's at the foot of my bed, and he reveals your enemies to you. So I'm in this dark room holding the door. I was like in a bathroom. It was an old door holding, and it was jangling and jangling. And Winston said, and I said, "Who are you? Who are you?" Winston said, and guess who it was, Mr. Bojangles. I said, "What do you want?" He said, "You know what I want. You know what I want." I said, "Okay, another enemy." So I know who you is. Good. Now I know who are working on me. You know what I'm saying? Which I already knew it. So what I'm saying is this. If you got this doll and you are trying to call all these psychics trying to figure out who is your enemies and how to work them and get rid of them and stuff like that, this doll right here was able to show me. And once I figured out who it was, they on the hit list right now. They on the hit list. Now, may the best man win because it's a cousin. It's a cousin. So I'm tell you something. I'd be a fool to think that he's just as much as a witch as I am. He worked at magic. I'm tell you something. Don't come to Alabama thinking that you're gonna come here and look down on this place and walk away and go home and ain't gonna get none on you. You gonna get some on you. Now, I'm not talking about ordinary people. I'm talking about people who say they are woke and they in the business now. They into their craft. They into they. You see what I'm saying? Witchcraft is my thing now. Whatever. You come to Alabama, you will be tested, especially in these rural parts. You understand? Don't look them in their eyes. That's when they get you. So anyway, so that I wanted to talk to y'all about that. So I figured out who he was, and if you want to know, I'm gonna tell you what you got to do to get this stuff straightened out. Okay. Ooh, this phone getting hot as hell. Gosh, in heaven. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot, 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 hot. What's wrong with this phone? It feel like it gonna blow up. Shit, I don't need this on my leg. That's pure D radiation, man. This feel like it heated up with plutonium. This plutonium right here, shit. Okay, y'all, these cell phones can be dangerous. They will irradiate you. Okay, so let me look in the chat. Then I'm gonna talk a little bit more. Look like we got enough people so we can get to the title. If y'all can remind me what is the title all about? Y'all forgot already. Y'all, what this title all about? Hey, Saint Anne, love you too. Y'all, that's not good to have these cell phones on you like that. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Anybody knows what the name of this in chat is? Because I don't forget. Let me see. Do I need to check it out and see? Okay, the sorcerer. That's right. That's right. That's right. I feel so confident in my work. Now, you know, when you start getting very confident in your work, you know what gives you confidence? When you have been through the trials of being a witch. What does that mean? Quite naturally, everybody knows that I look like a natural witch. I mean, it's just all over my face. I don't have to sit down and explain to nobody. You can look, and if most people witches recognize witches. Am I right? So you got to know that you're going to have a lot of church people, Christians and stuff like that, that's going to try to throw some work at you. You may even have some other witches that going to throw some work at you. You know what I'm saying? So know that. What gives you the confidence is when you have just been to hell and back. At that point, you know you ain't got nothing to lose. Any witch that comes for me. Now, I know there's some witches that are more powerful than me, but I don't mind giving you the best fight that I have in my guts. You know? You know what gives me that confidence? Because I have fought many sorcerers and warlocks. Okay? I got some battle scars on me. 52 with plenty of battle scars. You understand what I'm saying? Shit, I live with a motherfucking warlock. And I ain't lying. This shit hurts. Some of it ain't came off. Some of it probably never will come off. I'm having told it to my grave. But once you get to this place where I'm at right now, you ain't got no choice but to continue to fight. And I don't back down. I ain't one to run off and just say, I'm just going to keep fighting. We just going to fight to the end. Do you hear me? We going to fight to the end. That's what gives witches the confidence. You got to know that you're going to have somebody who's going to go to war with you. We go to war until somebody falls. That's just a witch for you. Y'all might see mama around here. I ain't trying to speak this into existence. My mama might be around here with everything bandaged up on her. Somebody might be wheeling mama on down. Mama be still cussing and fussing. Hello? That's what it gotta you gotta have that kind of fight in you. Especially for this month, the month of October, the witch is getting ready. Hello? So now if you a witch and you spiritual wars, you just can't handle no spiritual war. You need to get out the game. You understand? You got to go. Okay, now you might be just a witch that do work for yourself. That's pretty much safe. You understand? But if you are a sorceress, okay, there's a lot of things you got to do. You got to have available to you other witches that you can hold an alliance with. Okay? You have to have other witches that you can have allies with. You know what I'm saying? You got to have all of these things in place when you are working for clients, because a lot of times, when people say, oh, somebody put some work on me, the work that you got on you is the work of the clients that you work with. Okay, say for instance, I got some bad on me. Witches done some work to me because see, they angry as hell with me. They've been doing all kind of work on my ass, okay? So I'm going to go over here to this witch down the street and get some work done. The witch down the street better have her defenses together, because guess what? That work that's on me, she going to get that work too. You understand? So we all going to get our asses whooped. I'm going to be getting mine whooped. She got to get her ass whooped too. Ain't that the way it go? Ain't that's the way it go, ain't it? So a lot of you all who say y'all spiritualists and you doing work and stuff and you ain't familiar with, what you're doing, because you say you're trying to get a jinx off somebody and you try to move curses off somebody, and you can't keep shit and you look tore up, busted and everything, and frustrated and all. It's because you done took on too much work removing curses off of people. Okay? So know what you're getting into. Do I think it's a good idea to go around removing curses? Where I am in my witchy hood, you know what I'm saying? I have to look at a lot of factors, you know what I'm saying? But you got some people that just jump straight on me and in their life is a mess. Oh, I just did a curse and I just got somebody off on this and got somebody off on that. And next thing you know, they ain't keeping nothing. They can't keep a roof over their head. They barely got food. They got troubles and stuff like that. Is the money really worth taking? When a client give you the money, is it worth taking? See, so I have to use my my divination to decide whether or not I'm going to remove something off you, because sometimes some of the stuff that's on people is work like a lesson, something they need to learn, and I don't need to impede on that. You know what I'm saying? If you getting your ass whooped for the umpteenth time for making some bad decisions and stuff like that, well, you think I'm going to get you off? Or you think I'm just going to get you off that? And make it my lesson? I don't know. You may have been in a terrible car accident. I don't know. Now you want me to get into that? You've been fucking around with Miss Lucy down the street. And now Miss Lucy done put some work on your ass. Now you've been in a terrible car accident. You telling me you want me to remove your curse? I be getting them kind of I guess them. I use my discretion, who I'm gonna work with. Cause you ain't gonna fool me. I know what time it is. So you go to the toe up witch. You understand, the witch that's face is sagging. Okay. Look like they've been deprived of sleep. Got on an old raggedy Halloween mask. That every time you turn around, they getting thrown out of one house to the next house to the next house to the next. They just all from pillar to pole, pillar to pole, pillar to pole. Go over there. Don't come over here. I think you deserve a lesson. You getting your ass whooped. Call me when you work it out with your maker. Does that make sense? You may be a thief, always lying and stealing from somebody. Now you want me to come and take the curse off. So I'm just telling y'all all of the different things, spiritualists, that you need to be looking out for. Don't help everybody. Everybody don't supposed to be lifted from a curse. Okay? Had somebody to try to come to me here, a YouTuber, that I had to curse. Yeah, I put it. They came to me to lift it, and I will not. Why? Because I don't forgive. There's some people that I love real close that I forgive over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? But they close to me here. You understand? I'm working on that. But if you are a stranger, I'm not gonna lift no curse. And I put that at the end. I'm not. To contact me is to make your situation worse than it is. Why? Because it's a lesson. Curses are lessons. People put them on there to teach you something, and it's not even necessarily me doing it. It's the spirits doing it. So don't come to me asking me to lift nothing. I want it to hurt. Hello? It's supposed to hurt you and teach you a lesson. Okay. Hey, marijuana. What you say? Who's going after the evil state? Nakia, how you doing? Nakia said that's the point of the curse, huh? Well, it's to teach people a lesson. If you got somebody around here that's trying to they're constantly trying to discredit you, defame you, they're trying to shame you in some kind of a way. They're using every tactic to get next to you, or they have tried to put some work on you. You're never to lift a curse. I learned something yesterday. But anyways, these are I don't mind telling y'all what I go through because it's something to learn. Somebody came along. Okay, somebody didn't Friday. They didn't make what they were supposed to do. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. We supposed to met up. I supposed to got some stuff, and they did not show up. They come up out of the blue, and then they apologize and say, "Hey, let's work this out." They do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't supposed to give them a second chance because once they figured out that you were a wuss in the beginning and you lifted it, then they think that they can abuse it from then on. You have to show them that you mean what you say and you say what you mean because your word is your bond. Once people figure out that your word absolutely means nothing, they lose respect for you. And I have lost, a lot of people have lost respect for me because my word was not necessarily my bond. Growing up, as I grew up into who I am now, but I realized I might be a softie sometimes when it comes to my children and stuff and Mr. Willie, but absolutely will I not be a softie for anyone else. They deserve. And sometimes that's not good. Even with your children, you need to kind of put your foot down and show them, hey, this is what it is. I'm gonna have to be hard on you. And sometimes it hurts us as parents worse than it does their children. I'm letting you know now. You might have a 5-year-old right now, but your children are gonna always, be your children, need you for the rest of your life. I'm telling you, it never ends. My children are just about in their 30s, and still each day it is something that they bring to the table to cause me to just say, hey, wait a minute, let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So it never ends. Your children are always gonna need you. Some children just don't worry their parents, some children don't do. I mean, some do, some don't. So anyway, a sorceress never, ever forgive. If you do, let me tell you the ramifications of it. If you as a witch forgive and remove a curse, your spirits are going to take that energy and put it on you. You're going to be cursed. So that's the reason why you can't, you know, you can't back down. You have to let it stay there. Once it's there, you take it great. The curses that I have put out on this individual, I have to leave it on you until I cross over to the other side. And even then, they shall be all upon you. You know what I'm saying? And, like I say, and when you cough, you will cough the spores of the actual mold off into sheets, blankets. See, witches can take you take that. That's why people who have been in homes with mold and stuff like that, um, they have gone to their next homes and stuff like that and taken that stuff with them because the spores are in their lungs. So that's why, like, when you start seeing an outbreak of mold on your walls and ceilings, it's best to go ahead and address that before the spores get in your lungs, because once they do, wherever you go, you will actually infect your new dwellings. It's best for you to just live outside. So witches are really real. Witches are real. Some witches put curses on people because they, may be envious. Some do it because you may have crossed them the wrong way. You may have triggered something that they have not resolved in their past or in their childhood. So now they're going to do something to you. They're going to spew something at you. And some witches, people think that they're soft and they're easygoing, and you just feel like you can just fuck with them like that. And they got some of the most violent spell works that you can ever imagine. So, like I said, even me, I don't turn my back on the witch, okay? Because they are capable of doing you harm. And as I talk and I defend myself, I am very confident as I defend myself, but very humble, knowing that there is a witch that has stronger powers than my own. Okay. Early on to this, when Auntie fed me witchcraft, because witches can feed you witchcraft. Say for instance, you want the craft real bad. A witch can cook you some cookies, or will bake you some cookies, or cook you a soup. Auntie cooked me a witchcraft soup, and that's how I got most of my powers. She can cook you a soup, like a pumpkin soup, a vegetable soup. She would always cook me a soup. I didn't know what was in it, but I just went on ahead and ate it, and that's how I got as strong as I am now. Okay? So, um, but she taught me very early on. She said, I want you to always know, as I sat there and watched her and ate the soup, it's always gonna be a witch that's stronger than you. And these tend to be the older witches. So you think you gonna call me up and you gonna want me to go to war with an older witch? Uh-uh. No. So you want to piss off older witches. Witches that are older, you are more powerful than you, and you need to know that. Okay? Always know that. Now there are some witches and stuff like that are older that may let you have a little rope. A younger witch, I probably would let her have a little rope, and that is because, I was young too. But if it's a witch that is right around here with me, I'm gonna give her the biggest fight, the biggest battle I possibly can. Cause see, y'all talking about guns, swords, and all of these weapons and stuff like that. But these witches got supernatural powers where they can send spirits over here to whoop your ass, and it's real. And that's worse because see, you could die of unnatural causes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be somebody can shoot you and stuff like that, and that's the work of a witch, and they get away with it. That's the easiest way to take somebody down. They get away with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, here in America, this is a field day for witches. As more witches come out and admit who they are, y'all do what y'all got to do, because eventually they may just ban witchcraft. I know Orbia is banned in Jamaica. So if they even think you used any kind of sorcery in Jamaica to do any work on anybody, that's jail time. Let me look and see what's going on in the chat. Hey, sister, how you doing? So know that I'm humble now. I'm not saying I'm the biggest and the baddest of them all. Mama can go down. A big witch can give mama a challenge over here. That's most of these older witches. Okay? I don't think I'm a match for an older witch. And I didn't say an older woman, an older witch. You may be 20, 30 and be a match for an older woman. But 20, 30, you a witch and you think you a match for an older witch? Uh-uh. Mm-mm. It's not possible. Been in this game for a long time. I ain't no match for Auntie. You know why? Because this woman done went through things. Open heart surgeries and stuff. People can put that stuff on you. No mess with a witch that's sick. Because she can sit and wish it on you. If you see a witch that's paralyzed on one side and you making jokes on her, she can send that to you. That's a spirit. It can be sent to you. A witch on the cane, you laughing at her, she can send it to you. She don't dial us a machine. She can send it to you. I am humbled. And I think that's why I've made it this long here thus far, because I always say I am humbled. But if you come to make a war with me, I'm going to give you the best fight. And every witch or sorcerer need to take that situation. I'm not gonna sit down here and let you come and fight me and just say, "Oh, I'm humble. You fighting me? I'm humble. I'm fighting back. Me and my spirits, we going to war. Hello, we going to war. You better have everything ready when you're coming for me, huh?" So, anyways, that's the way. That's the way. That's the work of a sorcerer. I ain't never heard of no sorcerer. Somebody come for them and they sit down here and just bow down and just crunch over in a what you call. You understand? So now, how does a sorcerer protect herself and or himself? Because you got male sorcerers and female sorcerers. You could call them witches, sorcerers. To me, a sorceress witch or sorcerer witch or a warlock witch, whatever. That's somebody who does black magic. They do black magic. You understand what I'm saying? Myself, I do magic of an array of colors because I'm of the rainbow witch. And my thing is this right here. I use most of my energy to produce creativeness for the good of myself and my family and my clients. But at the same time, too, there are different other colors of my craft for protection. I have to protect myself and defend myself. So I am a sorceress also. So meaning that if you have pushed me to the limit, I'm going to go within myself and pull every spirit from ancient times, ancient African Pangea galactic magic of those spirits to hurl at you to protect me. I will use whatever it is by any means necessary to kill and destroy you. Yes, that's me. That's if you coming for me. But now there are some sorcerers that don't create anything but nothing but negativity. They don't create. Let's put it like this. They're destroyers. I ain't gonna use creativeness with them. Unless you want to call it creative chaos. But they use that magic for nothing but purity, evil, and destruction. These individuals, this is them by soul, their soul energy. This is an imprint on them. This is what they've been doing since the beginning of time. They are responsible for your earthquakes. They are responsible for tsunamis and hurricanes, and they do exist. These are the people you may want to go to when you getting some work done to do something bad to somebody. Okay, go to these people. Me, most of my energy, I will say, about 75% of my energy goes to creativity, to create my dolls. You can see it all around me, to paint my pictures, to do everything else. The other 25% is for protection and defense magic. Okay. And if you got your stuff put in place, they can't get to you like they should. But you best better believe I ain't the one to sit here and say that ain't nobody gonna hurl some stuff at me, because some stuff been hurled at me. Hello, I've got caught some of that stuff. But I was also able, with the help of my ancient galactic ancestors and spirit, I've been able to successfully send it right back to them. Okay. So if you send something out to somebody and then all of a sudden you got, ooh, you caught a court case, or ooh, you got a ding on your car, ooh, you done had a car accident because somebody sent it back to you. Okay. So you got to know where you at in this game. Now, going around saying I'm just all of the light is not a good idea. Why? Because once you've declared yourself a witch, you're going to have some enemies. People that hate you. I don't care how you say, I just use only light magic, and I am of the forest, and I honor the trees and all of the grass and all of that. And you ain't gonna last in this business too long, because there are people, there are witches that are under the guise of Christianity and church that are gonna get you. Okay, they are witches, but they're closet witches. Like I say, Christian closet witches that are gonna get you because you have said you were a witch and you have not declared Catholicism or Christianity. So you're an easy open target, you know? It's a reason why we have jars hanging down from our ceilings, bones, feathers, all of these crystals, rocks, you name it here, okay? It's going to take a little bit more than burning a white candle. So if you're going to be burning white candles, get prepared for your battleship to have many gaping wounds, and get ready to sink soon. Okay? Get ready to sink soon. Um Yeah, sister said, tell him, mama. Yeah, I'm trying to just give a little warning now, because see, now everybody wants to be a witch. You know what I'm saying? And once you declare you are a witch, you understand? Everybody hears it. Everybody hears it in the invisible world. They hear it. Well, I can sit here, I'm a witch. Do you think that only you all hear this? No, they hear it in the invisible world. It is echoing through tunnels, caves, black holes, portals, the underworld. I don't know about the world of the light beings. I don't know if it can go that far. You know, I don't know if the saints can hear it, but I'm just telling you, I don't know if they will even entertain it, because I will say this right here: sorcery is a very low vibrating magic. It's very low. It's That's why I use my most of my time with the muse, with Calliope. Calliope is who I identify with. I like to connect with her. She's not going to, the muses are not going to necessarily want. There's only one muse that will do destructive stuff. But most of the creative muses, your energy has to be up. That's why I said only 75% of what I use in magic. You understand? I mean, well, 75% of that have to go to vibrating high. The other 25% can go low. Sorcery is very, very, very low. Once you're in those places, and I've been in those places, and then you lose touch with the muse, you lose touch with the light and creativity, because now you're in the underworld, you're in darkness to defend yourself. That's why your defense magic needs to be up, so you don't have to spend too much time in those places, because you can get lost there. Yes, your soul can be trapped in eternal darkness if you're called in those places too much. This is why a witch needs to use most of her energy working with very high vibrating beings. If you are saying you like to paint, you like to make clothes, you like to heal people, you can't heal nobody. You in the darkness, man. And I'm as I talk now, the muse has shown up, but the muse is kind of like iffy about. Think about it. If you were vibrating real high, do you really want to scoop down and pull somebody out a pile of shit? Think about it. So how do we think of the saints feel, the light beings, if we even communicating with light beings right now? Because see, I could be so low, light beings might not want to have. Very few little times do I see light flying through here. Not saying, oh, that I'm so dark that I can't get in touch with the light beings, but how much time and energy are you spending connect with light beings? Let's let go, y'all. Somebody just messaged me, because y'all, I'm trying to get everything I can real reasonable for the temple and stuff like that. So that kind of scared me a little bit. So that's what I'm saying. I want all my witches to spend a little bit more time, raising your vibrations. You got somebody who wants to pull you down. There are distractions. So there are places, there are different entities that want to keep you down in the darkness, because that's what their whole entire mission is to do, is to keep your energy there, because they benefit from it. So you have to tell them you're not going to have it. I'm sorry, but it's not yours and you're not going to get it. Ooh. Woo, that was hot, wasn't it, y'all? God damn. Yeah, buffering, because that conversation got hot. They had to knock us off that one, didn't it? It was steaming. It was steaming. Are y'all on now? Yes. Yes, honey. They sent a EMP pulse over here to this house. We got a EMP pulse. So what I gotta do is I'm probably gonna do it. Man, they were blowing me up, man. Text messages blowing me up. Just all kind of stuff was going on. And I didn't even realize that I was making all these PowerPoints. And then we had gotten up to 71 people. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? I didn't get a chance to speak to everybody, but it was just a pulse that came over the phone. The phone had got really, really, really hot as I was discussing this energy and stuff like that. When I started talking about that underworld, it was a wrap. So can y'all hear me? Yeah, I'm back. What had everything started going off, because when it's something about talking about that the dark underworld and giving that energy to them, and that's something I want y'all to concentrate on, because that's when we just lost it, when we started talking about giving your time and energy to that. It's just like boom. My phone just went from 100% straight down to the bottom of just like 0%. It just nosedive. So we had them 71 people going up in here and everything, and shoot, mama was eating, getting hot. I like, dang man, I'm getting hot. So anyway, that's just nothing but source information, y'all. The source was giving it to you. And so I don't know. I may need to start doing my videos on the desktop and not on cell phone. I don't know, because as soon as I get on my cell phone, everybody calls, everybody getting the text. It was real quiet today. No phone calls really today. I got one phone call a day. And as soon as I go live, here comes the text messages. Here comes the phone calls. Here, all of these different signals start going off. Phones started getting real, real, real hot. Y'all heard me. The device had said it was getting too hot. So what it says something while I was doing a video, it says device something, overheating or something like that. When I was doing that, it overheated. It's still overheating. It's still real hot and warm real right now. So I don't know. You can get a new phone all day long, but when the supernatural is working, it's working. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do about that. So that's why I say y'all get what you can before they shut it down. Vicky, I need to talk to you, Vicky. Vicky, let me tell you something else. Now you'll be surprised how the supernatural stuff works. Some of it could be Google. I don't know. I don't know. Google could probably go in your gallery and remove videos, uh, photos, phone numbers, text messages, or you could just say it's a glitch. You know what I'm saying? But Google has a lot of authority over your phones if you got Androids, especially. I repeat, Google has a lot of authority over your gadgets. Okay? They can do a lot of things. Okay, thank you, Trinity. How you doing? Trinity said, Vicky, if you don't send mama your address, and she's doing it. Let me talk to you about it. Now, Vicky, I ain't trying to put your business on blast, but look, Vicky, from the very beginning, you had been sending me bunches of text messages with your address on, and because in the end, I finally got your address. You said that you think the whole time you were sending it to another phone number. No, you were sending it here. It's just something else. Something is at you. Something don't want you to get whatever help you're trying to get. And I'm just gonna be honest. When I get a lot of resistance like this, which this is very unusual from any kind of client, it's because you got some resistance on your end. Okay, or something may want to protect me from your end. We got to figure out what's going on, because let me tell you something. You finally gave me your address and your phone number on there. I sent you out your first package. Okay, you wanted another package. Got ready. I said, let me just go back in my text messages and stuff like that, because I had your name and everything programmed in there. You're nowhere in my call logs. You're just not there. Something is wrong, Vicky. Okay. I see you have got in the comment section, say I sent the address. Vicky, your phone number, okay? Your address is still not in my call log. I need for you to pick up the phone and call me 205 Vicky 2650391. I know where you from, so I ain't worried about no troll trying to pretend like it's you, because I know where you're from. If there's some pertinent key information you need to give me that I know is you, you're gonna have to call me, because I don't know what's going on. This is not adding up. It's not making sense to me at all. You know what I'm saying? So you got some resistance on your end. You need some work. We need to talk about this. But you're gonna have to call me 205-265-0391. You just can't just place orders or what have you. You need to call me. This is not me just trying to play games with you. Your number is not in the phone. And you said you sent it. Nothing's there for you. Okay. Let me go. That's you. Hey, Vicky. There you go. We need to talk. I see you are in here. So you heard everything I said. Your address, your phone number is not in here. Nothing. We need to talk. Okay, and I ain't trying to put you on blast. The only reason why I'm calling you like this, calling you out, is because I don't want you to think that I'm just holding on to your money. Okay, I want you to call me on the phone so I can physically hear your voice and write the information down. Because when you texting it to me, it's just not, I'm not getting it. And I know what your number starts with. It's not in my call log. Okay. So as soon as I finish this live, I want you to call me, okay? If you don't feel comfortable and you don't necessarily want to talk to me over the phone, you can just leave a message on the phone and I'll get to it and listen to it and write your information down so I can get you your package out, okay? Okay. Because everything is ready. I want to get it to you because I'm going to the post office tomorrow. I got to send some stuff off so I can get yours. I want to get yours out when I get everybody else's out, okay? Okay then. And how are you doing, Vicky? Hope you're doing well. Okay, I will. Marijuana community said, Mama, you should do live calls. The phone is still kind of warm. I can do some live calls so we can really get into this, because, like I say, we all talking, but it's a supernatural force. You understand that is with us. That's why the whole live was just shut down. My phone said phone is overheating, and the whole entire phone shut off. And like I said, I went from 100% straight to zero. Talking about this here, talking about sorcery. So when you start calling up these, just like I was just a minute ago calling, saying I call up my galactic ancestors and all that, it just gone. Just everything, just, you see what I'm saying? So when you calling on something, know that it's gonna show up. It's coming. You understand? And there's no, when I was calling on them and talking about the underworld and talking about sorcery, Snow telling how much energy they needed, you understand, to cross over or to hear the message. Know that when they come from these places, they do, you understand, use your energy. It may be some type of electronic device, anywhere from a TV or your smartphones, your tablets. Your lights might go to blinking in your house, and your lights might just cut off, which my lights did not cut off. My lights are fine here. Everything's okay. It just affected the cell phone device. I didn't see any activity in anything else, okay? Saint Anne said, "Oh yes, and scary." Magia, how you doing? Says, and Saint Anne, you doing okay? YouTube will be sending you a check and freedom. When the law passed, it is anybody in the game opportunity to use your. I said, no, not us. No, y'all are in the dark like me. Stop letting them see you. F. Okay. Hey, the mommy ritual. How you been? Okay, Vicky, I'll be listening out for you. We do need to have a little conversation. We need to talk, see what's going on. I don't know. It makes maybe both our energies together or something, or something supernatural. Some supernatural force needs to talk to the both of us, and we need to communicate. It's something that is really strange going on, something very paranormal, I would just dismiss it as, this, that, and another, but I ain't dismissing this because this is the second time this has happened. Okay. Magia said, when you unplug, now see, the thing is reading low battery. Yes, it is. It's reading low battery, even though it is, I had to put it in there and charge it. It's reading low battery. When you unplug, mother, you will get it. They call us OCD when we are sorcerers. Okay. Nakia said, that's why I prefer writing stuff down when it's appropriate. You right, Nakia? Let me tell you something. From now on, I'll write down every address. See, I have a habit of just keeping it in my call logs. If somebody comes and wants something else, I just go in the call log because it stores the information and just get the address. But it's best to put it in a notebook. Sometimes I think, well, people are just ordering something for one time and they don't want anything else. So I don't think to sit down and write the number down because I'm like, okay, they just make one order. But then when you order again, that is a good recommendation. Thank you. And I recommend it to all of you spiritualists. Just write down everybody's address and phone number, and don't depend on electronics. It has gotten so bad with me. I don't really know people. I used to know the people around me, know their phone numbers by heart. I don't even know anybody's number by heart anymore. Why? Because I depend on just finding it with the cell phone. I used to depend also finding my way to places. I go there one or two times. I remember how to do it. I don't even know how to do that no more. Why? Because I depend on my GPS. My GPS gets me there and I rely on that. We got to go back to remembering people's phone numbers. We got to remember their addresses by heart and everything, how to get to these places, because if all of this technology fails for us, because they could be setting us up, we're going to be messed up. You know what I'm saying? They got it now where they got refrigerators that let you know that you out of certain things. You out of eggs, you out of milk, you see what I'm saying? The computer is going to actually take over everything, all of us. I see now what they was talking about, that a computer can be so powerful until it decides the law. Human beings will no longer be in charge. You understand? It can wipe out your memory and do all kind of stuff to you. Trinity Supreme said, too much power, honey. I got a power surge over here on this end. Woo! It's cloudy outside. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? Earth Color Portal says, yup, you. Let me see if this phone's still warm. Yes, it's hot, y'all. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, but if this one, if I get lost again, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the tablet a little bit later on, probably later on at night. I'll probably go to my tablet and stuff like that, and cause my tablet, it don't ever overheat or anything like that, or you know what I'm saying. But which my phone don't really usually do that. But I'm just saying, I think with the tablet or either the computer in the back. But if they want to come in through that, they can come in through that and start communicating, honey. Cause they were talking, honey. They were like, don't be messing with my stuff. I need them to stay in these dark places so I can get my energy. That's what depression is, a form of that. People who are depressed, that's because some supernatural dark force. And if I get shut off, it's all because I'm always getting on this subject matter and they don't want me on it. You know what I'm saying? Free yourself from depression. Free yourself from these dark places. That's these entities got you down there, drugged down in that ground like that. They want to keep you there so they can continue to feed. You get yourself above depression, and there's some things that you can do. Let me throw out for people who are depressed, something out there that can help lift you. You definitely need to do your herbs. And I know a lot of you might be like, duh, I don't want to use that. But St. John's wort is supposed to be a real good one for bringing light energy to you. It's a lot of light in St. John's wort. You may want to start taking those every day because when you're in depression, that is because there is some dark entity that has lowered you down to where it is so that it can extract energy. You got to come up above from that place, okay? And that same energy and can do all kind of little dark things to you like anxiety, depression, you know what I'm saying? All of these different things, they are attached to you. And like I say, St. John's wort is one that will, just you can get those pills at Walmart. You can take those pills. And another thing was, let me tell you what's going on with you. For any of you who are in a dark place right now, you definitely, if you're an artist, you in a dark place if the muse is just not coming, and there's no creativity in you. You have lost interest in painting and drawing and sculpting and watching TV and laughing and having fun with people and stuff. You got a presence on you. You are possessed by some ugly evil, you understand, diabolical force, you understand. So to lift yourself from those places, eat you. Now I know you're just saying, hey, come on now, mama, been there, done that. Eat raw vegetables. Eat vegetables and fruits that vibrate very high. They cannot get you. Now, sometimes our depression is caused by grief. We may have lose somebody and we just can't find the strength to go on. Or we may lose our homes or lose our money and those different things. You understand what I'm saying? But time does heal, so I know we can't rush out of those places. It takes time, but still, I want you to do it too. You need high vibrating fruits, high vibrating vegetables. You can look it up, it'll tell you. Now, here lately, I haven't had my high vibrating fruits and vegetables and stuff, but you best better believe I'm gonna be on it. Sometimes eating meat will make you very depressed, especially pork. I cannot eat pork. Pork take me to the dark, dark ages. I can't eat that. Okay. And so you don't want to eat that stuff. It's not good to eat the two-hooved animals anyways. Um, so I say you need celery. Don't need to be cooked. Carrots. Get those baby carrots. They're real good. You see what I'm getting at? You need the mushrooms. You need to eat the raw squash, the raw zucchini, the raw eggplant. Don't eat no raw asparagus. I did that one time. It got plugged in my throat. I was miserable. Oh, don't eat raw. If you're gonna do, you can do that. Saute that asparagus real good in some vegetable oil. Add you some crushed sea salt herbs on it. You want mostly herbs, cause herbs heal. Put the herbs on them. Put the herbs and the living foods on that entity. He can't stand it. You get away from him then. He wants you to sit down and eat fried chicken and cheeseburgers and hot dogs. And he needs you in them dark places. Okay? I'm not saying you can't eat it because you got some meat eaters that eat it. But eat it in small quantities. But make sure you got your high oxygenated fruits and vegetables aboard. Okay? Apples will lift you. Okay? It will give you that lift. Bananas. Okay? Y'all get it. Especially tropical foods like papaya. You understand? And so and when you're not consuming these things, you have a lot of parasites. Not just physical parasites, but you got spiritual parasites that want to get on board too. because you're starting to putrefy in the inside. And any kind of putrefaction is a sign to not only parasites like insects that you're dying, but even, these spiritual parasites, when they think you're dying, they all load you and overload you, and you're just in a place of just blackness, you know. So I just told y'all how to get yourself out of that rut. I hope everybody understands. Thank you, Cherokee. How you doing? She said, honor and respect Mother Wisdom. Hey, how you doing? And I love you too. Thank you for the fire. Thank you for the fire. Hey, Tiger Lily. What we laughing at, Tiger Lily? Hey, Love Turquoise. How you doing? Love Turquoise says she loves her tropical fruits. And anyway, if you're Caribbean, which all of us coastal people, we're Caribbean people too. Okay. Do I need to describe it? Y'all get my drift. Okay. All of us coastal people are those of are of the Caribbean descents, to coasts of California, the coast of, you see what I'm saying? Some coastal parts of California. And then it skips around to Texas and Louisiana. Am I going to order? Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, and just going on up. All of us are the coastal people close to the ocean. I'm about what, 2 to 3 hours, probably 2 hours from the ocean. So, we are to have tropical foods. A lot of you sick, mentally in dark places because there are natural fruits and vegetables that you're supposed to consume and you can't get to them. You understand? You don't have them. Pineapples is one of the biggest we should have, especially for now because they're getting ready to put the cold viruses out right now. If they ain't already out. You know what I'm saying? The cold viruses are coming. Just like I told y'all, we got caught. We were being sprayed by rain the other day. The rain was spraying. It wasn't raining. It was spraying. You know what I'm saying? And we got soaked and wet trying to get some. I bought some bar stools from a lady, and so we was just getting sprayed by rain, and we really should have been out there. And that's why I was doing like that, trying to clear my throat and all of that. But I made sure I dosed up real good with a lot of I like to eat the sardines and get the vitamin D3, and then I take a D3 supplement, to make sure that I don't come down with anything. So I'm making that recommendation to you all too. A lot of you all, you're in a depressed, dark state because you're not consuming some of these items like you need. I don't think we get enough D3 around this time of the year when it start getting cloudy and cool and rainy and stuff like that. Now we're going to have a deprivation of D3. So, especially if you're a darker hue like myself, it takes a lot of sun energy for me to absorb D3. So a lot of the times I'm D3 deficient. You know what I'm saying? And that's the stuff to protect you from cancer and free radicals and all of these what you call these autoimmune things that they create in laboratories. Yes. Cancer's created in a lab. Yeah. Cause what it is, you have naturally occurring cancer cells in your body, but this laboratory agent, micro biological warfare agent, what it does is it keeps your body from recognizing, cells that are damaged. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Okay, if you're listening, I'm gonna call you back. No, Vicky, that ain't you. This is somebody else. Or is that you, Vicky? Okay. Did we? Come on now, cause wait a minute now. Am I in the Twilight Zone? But anyway, I don't think that's you because I know what your number is. But if you're watching and stuff like that, I think we talked earlier and stuff like that. So we're gonna, just call me a little later. I'm still on alive. Okay, still on the live. So yeah, that's what it does. That's what it does. So when you develop cancer, you're developing it because, okay, you couldn't get in there good. Okay, so you better take that as a sign. If you're watching me, take that as a sign. Okay. Look, let me tell you something. So what it's all about keeping your body. See, let me tell you something. When they go in these labs, they know that your immune system is the fighter. And if you got a damn good immune system, you're gonna live a long time. They know it. They know if you got a good heart, a good cardiovascular system, and a good ass immune system, you're gonna be here forever. What they got to mess with to take us out? It's our cardiovascular system, and that includes all your veins and all your arteries. They need to clog them up. So how are they going to clog them up? They're going to offer you these things. They're offering them to you. They're not making you take them. You taking them in if you can't afford to buy good foods, if you haven't been educated. Okay, you being forced to eat it. But if you're educated, especially with all this knowledge and information out here right now, guess what? You understand? You are going to be held responsible for your health more than a person who is just like, I didn't know. I have meager income. I can't afford to buy because it's expensive to buy a whole lot of vegetables and fruits. Okay, so so anyway, so you are they're offering it to you. Okay, so if you go ahead and you take the bait or what have you, they can clog your cardiovascular system up, and so this is the way we get the heart attacks, the strokes, the high blood pressures. You kind of see what I'm saying? Okay, cerebral accidents and all that stuff like that. That's how we get that. Okay, that's one way they can take us on out and get us on up out of here quick. Okay, because it's a lot of us here, and get us in their clinics and their hospitals to make money. Next thing you know, you got this big bill in the mail saying you owe $15,000 to us, and they're gonna put it on your credit report, wreck it. You will never be able to buy a house or a car until you get that paid off of 5 bankruptcy. See what I'm saying? It's all a trick. Or they're gonna fuck your immune system up. How they gonna do that? Biological weapons. We got our biological weapons like HIV. That's a weapon that they created. They're gonna introduce that to your system. And HIV is gonna introduce you to everything. It's going to make it where your body don't reckon. Your immune system is not gonna recognize anything. It's not gonna recognize no cancer cells, so you're up to get cancer. It's not gonna recognize. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Come on now. I forgot the cardiovascular system also contains your kidneys too. So they're gonna have you over there at the Vita, over there at all of these different kidney places and stuff like that, getting your kidneys cleaned out, your body and your blood cleaned out, dialysis and everything. So this is the two ways they get us: the cardiovascular and immune system. So you got your HIV, which to me, cancer and HIV, they are so similar. I think they're the same things. And one is just more of a slow kill than the other. They're the same thing. They're autoimmune issues. Then you got your other stuff like muscular sclerosis. That is a biological weapon, everybody. Okay? Muscular sclerosis, sarcoidosis, all that shit. Hey, that shit was unheard of it a century ago. Unheard of. Unheard of. Unheard of. Come on. Come on. All this stuff. Yellow fever, malaria. All of these things are biological weapons. They weaponize mosquitoes. They have weaponized those mosquitoes to give us malaria. You go over there to Africa and you come back and you die. They know what they're doing. So what can you do to fight against that? You better know some supernatural magic. You better know your ancestors. You better get in contact with your higher self. That's the only weapons we got against that. Meanwhile, there are fruits and vegetables that are high and oxygenated. I was looking at somebody's Facebook page. I ain't gonna call your name out, and you was showing your dragon fruit. How cute! But I heard it does not have taste, and true dragon fruit don't supposed to be white flesh. It's supposed to be pink. So a lot of the fruits and vegetables we eating here, these fruits and vegetables have been weaponized, meaning that they are created in labs not to give you the natural nutrients that you need to arm your body to fight back, to arm your immune system to fight back from this radiation that they send in our way and all this other good stuff. I mean, bad stuff. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you would have to actually go to another country where most of what America gives us to eat in our food is banned. You would have to go to those places to eat a meal for a month or two to get yourself straight. And by that time, we wait till we just about on a cane. We got oxygen on us to get out. But by that time, it's too late. One thing I will recommend for everybody is to always eat an apple every day. Need an apple every day if you can find an organic apple, and eat the seeds in the apple. One apple, one set of seeds in the apple every single day. And as I tell y'all that, I need to go out and do everything I tell y'all to do. Get apples, eat the seeds out of it. They say the apples are poisonous. Apple seeds are poisonous, is what they say. They say that because they know that if you're eating apple seeds every single day, that can prevent you from getting your that can prevent them from getting you actual microbial agents in to do biological warfare against you. So go ahead. We're gonna all get an apple every day. I mean today. Get you an apple, eat the seeds every day. Hello? And it can get more serious than that. It's called amygdalin. That's in there. Everybody, we need that. If you get the supplements in that, and it helps your body to recognize. It helps your immune system to recognize all of these free radicals, damaged cells that can grow into clumps of clusters, which turn into tumors. Oh, I just heard a weird noise. Just a weird noise as I'm rubbing this here across. It's weird. Okay. Okay. Vicky said dogs get ill from the seeds, not us. The wise one said papaya seeds kills parasites. That's why when nature give us witches this fruit, and they come with seeds, okay? Nature would not give us fruits and vegetables with seeds in it to kill us, okay? This is the first lie, you understand, that was told, that nature would give us good fruit to heal our bodies and poisonous seeds to go in it, okay? That's a lie. The papaya is loaded with seeds for a reason other than just to replant itself, okay? The tree knows that if you're going to eat the fruit, you're going to eat the seeds. Some of the seeds go in your bile. How do you think that things are reseeded in the first place? Things are not just reseeded because the fruit dropped to the ground and the birds ate the seeds and the squirrels ate the seeds and then they pooped them out all over the land. The same for us. We're supposed to eat the seeds and go and put our waste, our gift back to nature, into the soil. You really do not supposed to be boo-booing and urinating in number two, or urinating in a commode. You give your essence, your DNA, and your gift to the recycling center. This is why you're sick. This is where your bowel cancers are coming from. Because your bile, your stool is you. Your urine is you. So if that stool and that waste is on the ground and somebody pour bleach on it, it's going to make you sick. So you're giving your excrements to a recycling center. And in turn, it's making you sick and you don't know why you're aging fast. Why am I aging? Why I look so old? It's going to them. What do they do with this? They take that stuff, put chemicals in them that affect you and you not knowing it. Thank you, baby. Once they finish with that, they take and they create fertilizers that they give to a zillion-dollar industry and sell it back to you. So now you're buying, my rose bush needs fertilizer. Let me get some Miracle Grow. All that most of those excrements come from you. They come from the water treatment center. It's yours. That gift should be given back to the earth. If you're sick, we were taught as here in Hoodoo, that's what y'all call it, which we did. It was just a way of life for us. It wasn't called Hoodoo. It's just a way of life. We were taught to give, like if you're sick, to give your stew to the elements. Give it back. If you sick, when you shit, you're supposed to put it on the ground until you're well. Give your urine back to the earth. Your shit and your urine go to the earth. It will heal you and get you well. When those insects go in there, like maggots, bees and different insects go in there, they're actually healing your body, healing your guts, because your gut plays just as much as an important role in you and your body as your brain. You don't know it's another brain in the gut. You can't live without your guts. Everybody be worried about the kidneys and all of that. You better be worried about your guts too. That's where your immune system is. And this is where the biological agents that they create in lab, they go to attack you. So now you got worms in there. You got all this other stuff. So, anyways, I just gave y'all some ideas. This is a healing session here, isn't it? I don't know. Mama's just doing a whole lot of healing. And like as I minister I minister to myself, So this is what we need to be doing. All stool and urine supposed to go to the ground. I know you're saying, oh, but I have a septic tank. Well, you're going to call those people out, and they're going to come and get your stuff out your septic tank and take it to the treatment plant. So, like I said, it should go outside. Now, I know y'all curious. Mama, what are you trying to tell us? I moved here so that I can give my actual excrements to the earth. Okay? I am not going to, as I tell all to everybody, I am not going to give my excrements to my septic tank. I give it to the earth. I have a pile. I'm just going to be honest with you all. And a lot of people who are homestead and people who homestead, these people who grow plants and stuff like that, like we have gardens and stuff like that. We have compost piles and we compost it. You're supposed to compost your urine, your stool. All of this supposed to be composted in a pile. Now, if you live in an apartment complex, I know you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I still got to give you the information. But if you're living in a subdivision, now you probably can do it. If you're in a subdivision, you got a backyard, you get your little pile in there where you got you some leaves and stuff, dig your little hole in there and drop everything in there. You can do it. But like I don't expect anybody who live in an apartment complex to do this or anything of that nature. So let me get that straight. Me, myself, and I compost. I take all of my excrements and take them out and gift it back to the earth. It's important that I do that. Why? I'm going to get into this because I know I'm teaching a lot of people. Why? I had an opportunity, thank you, baby, to see an entity, okay, that was actually stealing my waste. What do I mean about that? That is another realm of existence. When that all pipes that are underground, that is a very low vibrating underworld. Okay, did you all hear me? All pipes that are underground are this is a low vibrating energy or low vibrating. I can't even use the word stratosphere. It is a world under there where there are a lot of entities and diabolical energies and people who work gutter magic. That is a such thing. They can work with that. And I don't give I refuse. And if I had, that's why we at one time we just shitted out on the ground and bathed at the river and shit. It's this new thing. They can harness all our energy now because we give all of our waste and all of our body bathing cells to this big a supernatural force of this dark world. Does that make sense? So I can't completely escape it because I have to take a bath in the bathtub. If you go to some places, like I'm gonna use Jamaica as one. They bathe. They have outdoor bathing areas where the water just goes straight back into the earth. That's the way it should be. And they wonder why Jamaicans always beat us in track. They beat us in track because not only do they have these supernatural foods and stuff like that they eat from that have not been touched by labs. You understand? Avocados have not been touched. Papayas, jackfruit, none of it been touched. Stuff you can't find here. Do you hear me? different roots, thank you, baby, and herbs and stuff like that. This is the reason why they beat us every time in track and in running. But they give their soup, they give their I don't want to use the word waste, but they give of themselves that they shed back into the earth. And that's the way it works. I said it 2 times like that. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Okay. So this is just like information I just wanted to pass on to you. Everybody be talking about, gifting the earth. What can I do to give to the earth? The earth is so abundant, it has so much. Give it a gift of yourself. Okay? Give it the gift of yourself. If I was saying what I was saying was not true and I was just making it up, how do the seeds of the tree get from one place to the other? Because every living thing that eats from the tree helps the tree. If you want to help the tree, help nature, it gives of it by giving its seed to the soil. And how you going to do it? You're going to eat it, consume it, and you're going to shit it out on the ground. That's how it gets from one place to the other. Humans are not exempt. They should do the same thing. The birds, the squirrels, every living creepy thing does. And that's your gift to the earth. Okay. That's right. Nakia said it's a symbiotic relationship between us and the trees. And I cannot stress enough that the trees are your ancestors. They are the guardians, the trees. You're looking all in the sky for some supernatural being to show up that ain't coming. You understand? You're looking for the light being to beam down on you or whatever. They have surpassed this level, okay? You're trying to strive to get to where they are. So right there in your face is that tree. That acorn tree looks right at you. Right now, it's looking at you, okay? The tree in your front yard, the tree in your backyard. Every time you see a tree, you understand, even when you forget to greet it and just say, hey, look, every time I meet that tree, let me go ahead and greet it, even though I may forget to greet it. Because the trees, without the trees, you understand, the earth would be uninhabitable. It would not be nothing here because it gives the oxygen to us. We give the CO2 to it. It gives us the oxygen. With no trees, no O2. Where's the O2 going to come from? Trees shade us from the heat. That's what they do. So they have got a lot of functions and stuff like that. So give a gift to the tree. A lot of the times when we have feasts for the spirits and stuff, when you make a plate, you're supposed to put that plate of that food under a tree. Okay? Or you could do a whole feast under the tree. A lot of people say, Mama, where's the food going to go? It's going to go to the earth. Every creepy crawly thing is coming to get it. It's not just going to just stay there. As it decomposes, bacteria eats it. Everything gets a chance to feast from it. Because, like people said, Mama, you going to create a feast on your table? Well, what happens? Well, we're going to feed off of it. And the rest of it, we're going to allow the spirits to feed. I'm telling you something, the spirits will feed. I have put grapes on the altar and come back the next day. They are shriveled up to nothing. They do consume. And the things that is still there, that is not fully consumed, you give it to the earth. You give it to the tree. You give it to some thing out there. And guess what's coming? The fox is coming. A coyote's coming. Something is coming to eat it. I know y'all saying, what? I'm scared of that. But something gonna come and eat it. If it ain't nothing but old stray dog, that may be his meal for the day. It may keep him and his pack alive. They may come. She may have some children. Thank you, baby. She may have some children. Please don't put rice outside because we want to protect the birds. Birds cannot, rice is dangerous for birds. So don't put no rice out there. As I hear my bird talking. Hey, Aja. Aja, speak to everybody. Aja. She quiet. Nina said, yes, Mama, I agree. The trees are our ancestors. And in my reading a few months ago, she said exactly the same thing. My ancestors are using the trees to watch me. Okay. Cherokee says facts. Nakia said, yes, they'll dry some black-eyed peas all the way out on my altar. Okay. Hey, 100. She says people fail to realize that plants and trees are alive too and have feelings. Yes, my trees like my plants like for me to sing to them. And you could have a tree that's just all lopped over. I had one of my little orange trees that I planted from a seed was just like oh I put it in full sun and I sang to that tree and the next day it just stood up tall and yeah they can hear you. They hear through vibrations. They can feel your energy. And you got bad energy, you come around your plant, they'll die. You know, like that's why some people are funny about letting just anybody in their house. You can let somebody in your house and all your plants can just die on you. You know what I'm saying? That's why some people don't want you to touch their plant. Don't touch that. Because depending on where your vibrations is can kill a plant. You can be sick and kill some plants. You can make a move and kill some plants. So they are very aware of the energy that's around them. But plants are very beneficial because they are not only detoxify your air and stuff like that. They have healing properties. They can heal you. You have healing plants, that you can get, and go in your house. Excuse me. Okay. I'm reading the chat. Marijuana said I need apple trees. Apple trees here have been very difficult here for me for some reason, but it's because the whole southeastern area has been in a continuous drought. But I got plans because I plan on raising beds, so I won't have floods. Because right around April, it's all by design. It's just keep these Alabama farm growers from growing because we have the richest soil in America. A lot of farmers depend on the money, but they don't want farmers to grow organics. Because they want control over what you eat. They want you to go to their grocery stores where you're going to eat the GMOs that's going to help take you on out the door. If your local farmers is growing apples and oranges and stuff like that, then you're going to get whatever genetic information you need from that to give to your immune system to fight off of these biological weapons that they have. So they do not want these farmers to grow any foods unless you are in on the GMO game wagon. Does that make sense? So basically, the government is saying you need my permission to grow things. So I'm going to flood you off in the springtime and make it cold when it should be warm and warm when it should be cold. And I'm going to drought you in the summer, all by design. So y'all got to wake up. You're going to need greenhouses to grow your fruits and vegetables. Your water needs to come from wells. They don't want you to know this. They want control over your health. 100 said, isn't it the Native Americans who believe that the trees are the spirits? I think in many, many cultures, they believe that the trees. Just thank you, baby. Like even in the woods is very much alive. A lot of people get lost in the woods and stuff. The woods will consume you. It will eat you. It is a living entity, full of nature. Nature eats too. Now, we don't about it that eat around here. Earth says, and I've always felt like the trees were alive. Sometimes when I walk through, I feel like they are hugging me. It's always good to go amongst the trees. That's another thing. Remember when I talked about, people who are in dark places, they sit in the house, they can't get out the house, and they're for one thing, it's a lot of what they're eating. I'm not talking about people who are grieving. You've gone through a loss. I'm talking about people who are just depressed and don't know why. When was the last time you went and out in amongst the nature and walked in the around amongst the trees? When the last time you had a good nature walk? Ask yourself these questions. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about what we eating, but when was the last time you went outside and connected with nature? That's another way to get you out this dark place. Go to nature. You understand? Put your feet in a little creek. Be safe now. Because the rivers can consume you. The creeks can consume you. The lakes can consume you. If you're too depressed, it can swallow you up. Put you out your misery. Okay. Everybody, we need to do some nature walking. Cherokee said, Mother Wisdom, I hear about burying the bodies under the trees. Hey, Donovan, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the love, Nina. Oh, say you can see the heads of the trees. Okay, they are aware of you. They talk telepathically to you, and when you're around them, they it's just like you. I mean, it's just depending on where your vibrations at, your frequencies are. You can go under the presence of a tree, and a tree will acknowledge you. You will feel the energy of it. See, so that's why we need to be raising our frequency. Some people walk past a tree and don't even recognize it or notice its presence, even though the tree may be trying to communicate with them or connect with them, or can't or refuse to connect with them because their energies are too low. So, but as you are raising these, you understand what I'm saying? It takes you to a whole new stratosphere where you're recognized by nature. Understand? It knows that you are watching. Will give you information in favor. Especially if you say you're a witch. I don't know and witch that don't connect with nature. If you ain't connecting with nature, you ain't no witch. Michelle, how you doing? She says the mundane has forgotten about universal law. Oh, they're not even aware of it. The only law that the mundane really pay any attention to is the laws of man. So that's all they know. To try to teach them anything other than the laws of man, it's just like talking to I can't even say a shoe because I think a shoe can even hear you. You may as well be talking to a black hole. And I can't even say that about the black hole because who knows what's inside that black hole? You know what I'm saying? Said something new every day, Ashley. Oh, okay. Okay, Vicky said I rerouted my pipes to go into the gardens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. What I'm gonna do is because I lost quite a few plants to the drought. I'm telling you, they sent us 60 days without rain. We went even like 4 or 5 months without adequate rain. So I have to take the responsibility for that because I didn't go out and water like I should. But for people who want to make sure you keep your plants nice and happy next go round, I recommend that you get these hose pipes. They got holes in them. They call irrigation hose pipe. They have holes all over them, and just lay them all around your plants and stuff, and then just turn your water on at a certain time of the day every day and let it water. Cause that's what I'm gonna do. I see one right now that I'm gonna get. It got a place for 4 different hose pipes. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna just thread them all over the backyard, all over the front yard. Now, see, like right now, if you're in the southeast, they're gonna give you plenty of rain. See, they held the rain back for us for like 60 days or more. You know what I'm saying? Over the whole summer, you didn't have adequate rain, and I told you why. But and if you're not a nature person and you're not a gardener, you won't understand. You'll just say, "Oh, that ain't true." You understand? And it's because you're not really connecting with nature. Nature is going to give us an abundance. Nature is going to give you a rainy season or either a dry season. And if it's not giving you that, it's because somebody is messing with something. And that is called geoengineered weather, modifying weather. You're going to get all the rain you need now. Why? Because they are trying to get the temperatures to drop. So you're going to get water now. So get ready. Get your buckets out. If you say you're going to have a garden next year, go ahead on and get your big old trash cans out and collect all the water you can. Okay? Go ahead. If you're in areas that flood, raise your beds. I'm going to get ready to raise my beds as we speak. I'll lay back a little bit off of the temple. Meaning I'm gonna be still checking on it, but I'm not gonna obsess over it because I have found myself on Facebook Marketplace has consumed most of my internet experience. Just looking on there, looking for a deal has come. Y'all would not believe it. I'm on to another subject now, switching gears. Y'all would not believe what I did yesterday. Yesterday I drove all over, went to Birmingham, drove all over Birmingham chasing furniture. All of it was stick furniture. I don't want no stick furniture. I don't play stick furniture. Now stick furniture is good for people who are just starting out. You just got a new place, you're young and stuff like that. That's good and stuff like that. But if you're trying to make a good impression and stuff like that, you ain't gonna want no stick furniture. You know what I'm saying? I can't put no stick furniture in that temple. I went to somewhere up there in Birmingham on this hill to look at this dining room set, y'all. And oh my God, it was a stick table, stick chairs, and a stick china cabinet. I was like, oh, I was so disappointed. Then another lady, she had a china cabinet. I went to her. I said, well, all hope ain't lost. I ain't drove all the way up here for nothing. What did she have? She had a stick. She had stick dresser. So what did I finally get? I got a pool table. I just said, let me make it happen. I just went and bought it. Guy just got rid of a pool table for a little nothing. And I see why now, because it got a little small hump bleb in it, so that can affect your ball action and stuff. But like Mr. Willis said, we just got it for decoration and stuff like that. So I got that. But be careful in the marketplaces, y'all. Make sure you just stick close to home. Don't ride around looking at work, wasting gas looking for something. Because them pictures don't do, you can't really tell. You look on them pictures and you thinking you got quality this and that and it looks all pretty and you go in person, honey. You get just match box furniture. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful with that. Oh, anyways. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go on. It has been nice. Hey Jackie, how you doing? Thank you for the love. Reason why I said I'm gonna let y'all go on because what I'm finna do, I'm finna get something on. I'm finna put some in the oven, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna come back on this on the next channel, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more further. Okay, so if you all haven't already, hey Tank, please rate and subscribe. Okay, bye bye. Vicky, give me a call.